guys, we are coming up with the next OMR series on metal medicine. One of the more trickiest module, one of the voluminous module. So today we are going to do a patient-simulated task because as you all know, MRCPI OSCE has become more like hidden agendas and more of the patient-oriented tasks. So that's what we are trying to do today. And remember, the best view comes after the hardest climb. I'm sure all of you are really running towards your success with a lot of your hard work and change in approach. So the purpose of this OMR series is to make sure this OSCEs are easy for all of you. Hope you're all enjoying. Do not forget to like and subscribe the channel. So this would be a patient simulated task which we would be doing. Obviously, we would be doing the time bound. And I have Aisha here, my wonderful friend who has always been the part of OMR series with me so that we can enact and do the role reversal. Aisha?
Yes, Sowmya. Hi.
Hi. Yes. So we shall start with the timer on. I am showing the task. Okay, so there are two pages in this. Okay. Jennifer?
Yes, I'm Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer. This is Dr. Sowmya here, one of the doctors in the clinic today. So can I confirm your age, please?
Yeah, I'm 32-year-old.
Okay, that's nice to know. Jennifer, what I understand is you are into your second pregnancy and you are here to discuss the plan of care for the same. And your GP also mentioned that you have been diagnosed with diabetes and you have brought the reports as well, which I have gone through. Am I correct?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. So before we discuss about your plan of care, is it okay if I ask you a couple of questions?
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Could you please tell me about this pregnancy, Jennifer?
Oh, yeah, doctor. This is my second pregnancy, as you know. And I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. Initially, I tried with exercise and also with some tablets, which I used to take during my previous pregnancy too. And they said it was not controlled. So I was given injections, the insulin injections. And I'm monitoring it at home daily. I have got the report also with you. And it's been normal throughout. Yeah. Otherwise, other tests or the routine test which I have done, it's all normal.
Okay, I'll definitely come back to the test, whatever you have done. So I can see that you are on insulin and you had tried exercise and the tablets, which didn't work out, right?
Right.
Yeah, and also if I could ask you about your previous pregnancy, was there how did it went?
Yeah, my previous pregnancy, initially, I started with folic acid. They gave me, all the multivitamins, the routine test, which I was doing, everything was okay. But later, I think there was a screening for diabetes, and that came out to be borderline. I was advised exercise, it did not control. The sugar levels shot up, and then they gave me medication, and it was controlled with the medication. So the journey of pregnancy and even the delivery was okay. It was smooth, and even the recovery after the delivery was okay.
Okay, that's nice to know. And the delivery was normal delivery?
Yeah, it was normal, yes.
Okay. And also I would want to know, have you named your baby, this current pregnancy?
Yeah, it's Jack.
Jack, that's a lovely name. Okay, Jennifer, I have a couple of questions more. So I can see that you have already been in touch with your team and also you have been monitoring the sugars. Anybody in your family have a similar complaints like this?
Yeah, my mother is diabetic, but she's doing fine now.
Okay, and do you have any allergy to any food or any medicines?
Not that I know.
Okay, and have you undergone any other operations on your tummy or pelvis before?
No.
Okay. And I need to ask you a couple of questions about lifestyle, which we generally ask everyone. Is it okay to go ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you smoke?
No.
Do you drink alcohol?
Occasionally, yeah.
Okay. Even during the pregnancy?
Pregnancy, I have cut down a lot.
Okay, so thank you for letting me know that, Jennifer. It's a good idea to completely stop because right now, what we say is even the smallest amount of alcohol can affect you and the baby. If
I
possible, it's
see.
a good idea. Okay,
Yeah, I've cut down a lot. Yeah, I would
okay.
do so.
Yeah, and what about any drugs for fun?
No, no.
Okay, and also, whom do you live with, and how's the support at home?
Yeah, support is fine. My partner is fine. I live with him.
Okay, that's fantastic to know. So, Jennifer, I just quickly recap whatever we had discussed so far. So, this is your second pregnancy and you're into your 32 weeks. All the blood counts have been fine so far. You have started on with insulin because the blood sugars were uncontrolled. Your first delivery and pregnancy, you had no issues. You are not allergic to any medications and you have been really doing good with Jack. And I hope Jack's movements are all good so far.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. There are a couple of things which I would want to discuss with you, Jennifer. First of all, for women with diabetes, we are always worried for your safety and the baby's safety because this can have an impact on mother and baby both if the blood sugars are not well controlled. Okay. So what I can see is the way you have monitored it is really wonderful. You are trying to do your blood sugars 4 times. That's really wonderful. And you are being very regular. What I can say is the sugars are well controlled as suggested by your diabetologist. However, when I'm looking into the reports of this HbA1c, which means last 3 months control how it has been, it is definitely way beyond the normal. Okay, it is around 10%, which is definitely not good for the baby and you. And also, I'm a little concerned about the scan which you've got done, which shows that the baby is growing big and the fluid around the baby is more. Okay.
Doctor, I think there must be some problem with the lab because whatever I'm doing at home is coming normal.
Yeah. I understand your concerns are definitely genuine. However, my only thing is, see, as a doctor, we are worried for both your safety and the baby's safety. If the blood sugars were well controlled, obviously it will not have an effect on the baby. Okay, definitely these reports are cross-checked before I could speak to you. And because the baby is growing big and the fluid around the baby is more, I am really worried. Is there anything which is bothering you, Jennifer, which can help you to deal it better? So you can tell it to me and I would definitely keep it confidential unless I wouldn't be doing without letting you know. So can you
So
please
you
tell
say
me?
there's some problem with the baby, is it, doctor?
The thing is, there is no problem as such, but the blood sugars are not controlled, which is showing the effect on the baby already. And you are into your 32 weeks, which is quite early to show these things unless the blood sugars are not very well controlled. So I am here
I
to help
see.
you, Jennifer. Please let me know if anything is bothering you.
Actually, doctor, when they prescribed me injections, I couldn't take it regularly, because I'm scared of needles. I have needle phobia. Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah.
Now that is affecting the baby, I'm really concerned. I don't want you to tell this to my partner or anyone.
Okay. Jennifer, first of all, thank you for letting me know this. And I'm really glad that you opened up. We can still take care of your baby and you don't worry. And definitely, I wouldn't be discussing with your partner. That's your choice. But I would want to know, did you tell anybody that you have this needle phobia?
No. I've not told anyone. Now that I see that my baby is affected, I'm really worried.
Yes, very true. Don't worry, Jennifer. We are here to help you. What
Mm-hmm.
I can suggest you is definitely I need to speak to your diabetologist of the same. And instead of the needles, we can discuss with them whether they can give you something called insulin pumps, which would be stuck to your tummy so that the insulin gets released. So you need
I
not worry.
see. Okay. There's something like that too.
Yeah. So I wish if you had spoken before, but I'm really happy that you are told now. So we can work around for the solutions. Please don't worry. But the only
Okay.
point is you need to be on a regular visits, probably a little more frequent visits, because we need to make sure how your blood sugar would be controlled. And
Okay.
you are into your 32 weeks. Once we start controlling your blood sugars, I'm sure whatever the effect has happened, we cannot reverse, but we can prevent this from happening for the next couple of weeks. And delivery, you have to be delivering in the hospital, considering the fact that the baby is already growing big. At that point of time, we would be discussing you the care plan, whether you would be able to deliver normally or not. Because Jennifer, our main worry would be if the baby is growing big, sometimes the shoulders can get stuck. So we need to
Mm-hmm.
make sure. I'm just giving you a panoramic view of what can happen. We will definitely discuss at that point of time, nearing like probably whenever we are thinking of either starting of labor, or if you're going for the labor, like around 36 weeks, if everything goes well, we can discuss the labor care plan, and we can make sure that like you and the baby are safe. Obviously, the baby will be monitored for the blood sugar levels and things like that. And also, I would be writing a letter back to your GP and as well as your diabetologist team and the specialist diabetic nurse, so that they would sit with you and take you through. And because the insulin pumps are quite doable one, and that can be managed as well. Thank you for letting me know. Do you have any concerns as of now which I haven't addressed?
Yeah, now that I know there is something called as pump, that's really relieving for me. And I think that I will go for it, and that my worries about the baby will be also fine.
Yeah. And also you need to have a frequent scans to check how the baby's growth is. Okay. So we would be taking care of that, frequent visits to make sure that the baby's growth is in check. And I would provide you the information leaflets, whatever we had discussed so far. Thank you for letting me know this information. This is of great help to us. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you so much, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you. 3 seconds left. Okay. Yes, Aisha. So you can go for the feedback. How did it go?
Yeah, actually, I would like to give feedback from a role player perspective. Because the role player, she was having needle phobia. That's the only concern here. If the candidate would not have told that it is for her safety and the confidentiality is maintained, she would not have opened up. So that was the key here. That one sentence was the key in the whole of station. This is what I would like to say. If the candidate uses sentences which makes the role player comfortable in opening up, the station would go fine. And that, Sowmya, you have well explained to me, so there was no issue at all. Then otherwise the full station, but again, the explaining the risk, what will happen when the baby is big, it should also be, explained in a well manner, so that she is ready for even the C-section in case if it was, indicated at 36 or 37 weeks.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a focus history was taken, everything was fine. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So my reflection of the task was, I generally cover everything justifying so that I do not give a chance for the role player to talk around. And I knew that story dystocia is important. So I touched and went because I know I won't be able to finish on time.
Okay.
But yes, probably like initially I let you speak and then I took over the whole of the task because I know I have to do it. Probably once or twice, we both spoke together, which I need to avoid. Like we just actually spoke together. Probably that is something which I felt. Otherwise, I think probably the points which were in my mind, I could finish. And the point was in this station to ask, I know that you are lying, but I can't say that you are lying. There will be reasons. So because this station could be needle phobia, anorexia, now was very, very, very common scenarios which we come across. As you rightly said, confidentiality, I put it across. And if you had noticed, I said I wouldn't be breaching that without letting you know. I never said without your permission. If domestic violence was there, so that was and your first kid was affected, I won't be taking your permission. So that's the reason I was like telling that I wouldn't be doing that without letting you know. I never said I will take your permission because domestic violence could also be the part of it, where you are so troubled with your partner that you are not able to do your regular things. And I think that was the main essence here, to read the instructions, because in MRCPI OSCE there is no reading time. Even if it is there, it is not highlighted. I haven't given you the complete highlight to see that, okay, it's a high HbA1c, it's a normal one. So people can generally do it just like a normal task and they forget about the scan, because if they are in 2 pages, obviously it is not hidden unless you explore the concerns. And once the safety, the mother and the baby comes out, obviously the things would fall in place. And exploring the concern, what exactly happens, and explaining polyhydramnios and macrosomia. Obviously, I knew I need to speak more about the polyhydramnios, the guard prolapse, but I didn't want to go there because I knew the time won't be sufficient. That's why I said at 36, we will decide, we will have a regular scans and we will go about looking into how it goes. Obviously, if we had time and if you had questions like what risk we could expect, then probably we could go on. But here, the point was, it was not a regular case. without hidden agenda. If there was no hidden agenda, we could discuss on the risk of macrosomia. In that case, shoulder dystocia is very, very vital and important part to finish. So I think I wanted to make sure that I finish on time, at the same time not to miss on the vital points. So guys, this is a very, very important task. Very, very, very important task, because remember, MRCPI OSCEs are no more straightforward cases. These are straightforward actually. We can get these cases in the outpatient department. So remember to look at the case as a whole, and remember, this is something which I want to tell. Lots of people are getting the acceptance in the very late minute, and lots of you have started very late. So please remember this wonderful thing from Kung Fu Panda. Your story may not have such a happy beginning, but that doesn't make who you are. It is the rest of your story whom you choose to be. So believe in yourself. Remember, you are a warrior and you will win. And I think the success will be default yours. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you for always supporting us in all these series. It is definitely adding value to, because it's always a good thing to get a doctor as a role player, as a mentor, as a role player. So you can add flavors and you know how to take the station. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sowmya.
Thank you. Thank you so much.